Hi everybody, Dave here, and today we're going to be putting some electronics into my wife's harp so that she can play it through this little amplifier, this little speaker. So we're going to put a little Paisley pickup in there for her. She has an event today and it's a pretty large room, and we had been talking about doing this for a while, but we're going to get to it today, and I'm going to put in a little Paisley pickup in here, and we're going to use her wireless connectors to connect the harp to the speaker. Of course, you could also use a cable, a guitar cable, or instrument cable into the harp and then into the speaker or amplifier. And yeah, so we're going to get into it. I'm show you everything on the table that I'm working with here and how I'm going to do it, and then we'll give this a try. My wife will play it for us, and she'll play it with the amplifier on, or the Paisley pickup on, the electric, and with it off, so you can hear the difference. And I'm hoping this will really make a difference for her today. So let me show you everything that I'm working with, and then I'll go ahead and I got to drill a couple holes, get this pickup mounted in the harp, and then we'll give it a try and see how we do. So let me show you everything we have to do this little project. We have it's a little amp. We're going to go wireless today, so we have the wireless receiver and transceiver, I'm not sure, transmitter and receiver. So one will go into the amp right here, and one will go into the harp once we get this mounted. So this is our sensitivity dial on the Paisley pickup, and this will be our jack. So they're going to get mounted into the front of the harp. Right in here somewhere, and then they'll get mounted right there. And so one will be the jack and one will be the knob. There's the little knob is in here in this package, so that goes on to there, and that's it. You could also, of course, we could just put a cord from here to the jack, but she wants to go wireless, so we're going to be using these, which they have the little charger on them, so that you charge these up, and then they'll work for quite a number of hours. She's very happy with all of these, this little amp, and we may try a different amp as well, but she's been very happy with these products. So I'll have a link below in the description to all these. I got these Paisley pickups in I think it was a 5-pack, so you get a bunch of them, but you can also buy them single. But this was the best value, and I thought we're going to probably experiment with some other stuff as well. So I got a pack of them. They're fairly inexpensive, quite inexpensive really. And this little amp is what we're using today, but we may try our karaoke speaker as well. Anyway, so let me get at it. I bought this harp for my wife quite a few years ago. About 16 years ago, I bought it for her for a gift, and she's really loved it. And now they have the same harp, or appears to be the same harp, on Amazon. So I will put a link to the one that we think is this one, still by the same company. And yeah, so let's get into it, and I'll do this modification, and we'll see how this electric Celtic harp sounds. Okay, so I made a center line on here, and I know that there's a piece of wood in here up to about here. So I made a center line, and then I went 1 inch to each side, and that's where I'm going to drill. So first I'm going to pre-drill, and then I sized my drill bits up so that they're just a slight bit bigger than these that I'm putting in. And I have this, and this is just going to be, I'm just going to make a small hole to start so that I don't jump around with the bigger bits. And yeah, then we'll get these in. Okay, so I got my holes drilled, and I tested them by putting them in the opposite way that they're going to go. And they're all cleaned up now. I sanded them a little bit. I just rolled up a piece of sandpaper so I could just kind of get the edges clean. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick those in from the back and push the connectors out the front, and put the little nuts and washers that they give us. They give us a nut and a washer for each of the connectors. I'll show you guys in a minute. So here's the two different nuts for the two different things. and the 2 different size washers, and so those will go on out here after we get the things through. Okay, so I got both those installed, and I put the pickup about right in the middle. I put the pickup right behind this panel right here. You can see the black wire running up, or maybe you can. Anyway, these are both in, and I tightened up the nuts. There was 2 nuts for the receiver here, and I figure one is kind of like an extra protection. I don't know if it mattered which one went on first. And this is your knob, so this just pushes on. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to hook this up, and my wife's going to play for you. Okay, so it's the next day, and we got a chance to experiment a little bit with this little amplifier, and she actually played a gig yesterday with the little amplifier, and we also played with this amplifier. So I'm going to have Anne-Marie first is going to do a sample of it completely off. This is off right now, and she's going to play it with no amplification. Then we're going to hook up the small one, and then we're going to hook up this karaoke machine, which is a bigger one, and let you guys see the difference. But I'm really happy that we did put the electronics in.
Big difference.
And she really loved it for playing, playing out. It doesn't carry very far, so this really helps. Okay, that's no amplification. And that's with the little one. And now we'll put it on the big one. So the nice thing about this wireless is all you have to do now is put that into the other amp. Okay, so now we got the big amp all set up, and she's going to do it on that. It's the karaoke machine, which I'll have a link to that one too. But as well as a karaoke machine, you can use it as just an amp. You can plug a guitar or another microphone into it. Yeah, I think that sounds very nice. That really, and I only have it on volume 6, so it's very, I used very little of the volume of the amplifier. So I think it was a good addition to this harp. I think it really makes it a lot more useful of an instrument for her for playing out. She does different events and weddings and so forth, and this is going to make it a lot nicer for, especially when folks are farther away. So I'm very happy with how it worked.
Me too.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and we will get back to you. Remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.